Michelle Visage has gone soft. She used to drag you out back by the hairs on your chinny chin chin and put you down with a shotgun, but now she's just letting stuff slide. What happened, mama? We used to stand for something here on RuPaul Drag Race. What the hell is this? And we are black. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Meant to Be podcast, where we discuss all things relationships and pop culture. I'm your host, Marvin Williams, and with me, as always, she's the prettiest girl at the party, Rachel Williams.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Well, I literally have a zoo on my lap.
This is what you asked for.
How did I ask for this?
You married this. You picked out that one, and then you married into this one.
That's not my fault. Speaking of, you have this one in your beard.
If you would just back up.
He can't help it. He wants to cuddle.
I guess. Today, the meek shall inherit the crown. We're talking all things RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. A little bit of reading, a little bit of shade. We got a lot to discuss, but we want to hear from you too. So let us know in the comments who you're rooting for this season and who would you like to see again.
Snap out.
You see what I did with daily basis, guys?
Okay, that's not my fault that you said Shijin.
What about it?
I thought you were doing a share, so I thought
And what about it? All right. Do not miss out on this opportunity. If this is your first episode, welcome. You get this one for free because it's our soft launch together. But if it's your second time hanging with us, you're family now, and it's time to hard launch and make it official. So here's our Keep It Real deal.
I'm just having a blast over here.
Clearly.
He's doing the Keep It Real deal.
I guess. Here's our Keep It Real deal from me and Raja. Wherever you're listening or watching, do us one favor and please hit subscribe or follow. That's how you keep the show alive. We can keep it real, keep it kind. Okay, quick pause because we have to show some love to our sponsor, Pop Snacks. Pop Snacks is a monthly mystery snack box that lets you discover treats from different countries without leaving home. And every box is different. So you might get international chips, candies, cookies, sweets, and even rare drinks. So if you love trying new things, use the link in our description to get 40% off your first Pop Snacks box. Thanks, Pop Snacks. All right, back to the episode. Before we rewind the whole season, let's start where everyone starts. Did the right queen win? I'm going to try to be as unbiased as possible here, being an Orlando queen myself. But I do genuinely think Myki deserved to win.
Deserved 100%.
This was a really good season.
Yeah.
The other strongest person was Jane Don't, and she was super strong throughout the season.
Yeah.
But even when she was there, I still was rooting for Myki. And then by the end, Myki had 4 wins. I think she deserved more. The Rusical, the roast, and the talent show. I think she should have won those.
Agreed.
That's 7 wins right there.
I just feel like Ru, I don't think she could actually realistically give out 7 wins as much as she probably would want. She could. She
doesn't give out more than 4. No one has more than 4 wins, and it's so weird to just be like, if someone's dominating, just let them dominate. Myki could have gotten so many this season. Anya could have damn near cleared all of last season. So I'm just like, let's just call it what it is and let an ass whooping be an ass whooping. It's fine. All right. But I feel like Myki also had the only real storyline for the season, and I adored her finale song. Her
finale song was really cute.
All right, so what about the finale as a whole? We'll say I still hate the lip sync for the crown, and I wish it went back to pre-season 9 where we would just say, you're the winner. But I did have a lot of fun with the finale.
I had a lot of fun with this finale, and I will say Nini had a really good song. I can't knock it. Okay, listen, even though I personally didn't find I wasn't crazy about her. I thought I was in the beginning. She was in my top 5, which one of my top 5 made it to the final 2. So I will take a win as a win. But as the episodes went on, I was like, I don't know if she's doing this little sass thing on purpose, if this is how she gets under pressure or anxious, but she was a little feisty, she was a little snippy. So I wasn't crazy about her as a whole, but credit where credit is given. Her song was incredible. Incredible. Darlene's was cute. We still, I don't think we've still actually seen Darlene lip sync
I don't think she can.
because,
I think she gave you exactly what she had in her performance. If she could do a little two-step, a little some out there,
yeah.
a little dip, duck, dodging and diving, she would have did it, but she didn't. So I'm like, I don't think
Yeah,
she's that
that's what I'm
girl.
saying. Like, because then she was like, "Oh, you guys are gonna get to see me like lip sync." Which, if she was final two, we would have seen an actual lip sync. But what we saw again was just a performance that she got to rehearse and choreograph and do. So, and then Mikey's was really cute. Like, I like that hers was like the versatile song because like she is a versatile queen, like for sure. She nails a lot of things really, really well. So, I was very like I loved her performance too, but like I always knew that she was like a killer performer. So I think that's why Nini surprised me even more is because like when Nini actually has the time to get everything nailed, she crushed it in my opinion. Um and she crushed the final two lip sync for the crown, but at the end of the day, Mikey earned her way more than Nini did.
I will say, for me personally, I do think everyone had great numbers for who they are. I think Darlene's number was exactly what she is.
Yes.
Mikey's number was exactly what she is. For Nini, it was an incredible performance, but I don't know how it kind of like relates to her as a whole, besides just being a great performance, which is still fine. But like, I feel like for your like final performance, I wanted to kind of represent like who you are and what you did throughout the season. But I didn't get that.
See, that's where I kind of disagree. I feel like doing something, whatever is going to make you feel the strongest, the most confident, the most powerful. And for her, that song, that look, that choreographed number felt very like, in my opinion, that felt very Nini. But to be honest, no offense, but do we really know who Nini is even after the whole season?
Well, that's my other thing. Like, I don't know what really she is like personality wise, but me personally, I love when your finale song kind of encompasses who you are and what you did throughout the
Right.
season. So I feel like that was Darlene, and I do feel like that was Mikey. And kind of going back to last season, I think, well, last season, just the past few seasons, I feel like everyone's song has been like them and what they do and like what they do best
Yeah.
and like encompasses them for the season. I'll have to go back and see Nini's again, but in the moment I was like, this is a great performance, but I don't think it like represents her journey throughout the season, despite being a really cool and really talented performance.
Yeah, I mean, I can't agree with you there a little bit, but and I feel like if she came back for like a All Stars, she could do like really well. She would probably find herself more. I feel like this experience on Drag Race is what is going to help her find more of herself. I feel like the same with Juicy. Juicy was not there yet. She wasn't ready for this. Me personally as well, I don't think Juicy should have been top 4. Um but again, that's personal opinion more than anything. So, like, and I know there's probably people that wanted Juicy to be the winner and like thought she deserved the win. And so, I feel like queens like Juicy or Nini, they will dominate in All Stars because at that point, I feel like RuPaul's Drag Race was the start of finding themselves. And that's like the beautiful thing about Drag Race is either like you find yourself already and then like you're able to go and just like destroy on the show, or you go on the show and that's when you start to discover who you are. So I think for cases like Nini and Juicy, they went on the show and started to discover actually who they are. So I think that will help them in the long run.
Yeah, with Drag Race, there can only be one winner. And I feel like, to be realistic, I think girls now are like, I'm going in to do my thing. I probably won't win, but let's go out there, have some fun,
Yeah.
really put my name out there, build my fan base, and then come back for All Stars because that will give me the exposure that I can make more money and like get better at all these things.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mikey 100% deserved that win though. Like 100%. She killed it. But no, Mikey definitely, she's someone like, I feel like she already kind of knew who she was going into it. She knew her niche. She knew her comedic style, her comedic timing. So she definitely like came in and destroyed. And if it was her and Jane in the top like 3, top 2, that to me is then when I feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know who would snag the crown, but like either one of them I would have been fine with. But then once Jane was eliminated, I was like, no, it absolutely has to be Myki.
I was stressed all day. I was like, this could go anyway. And then it got down to it, and it was like, Darlene Mitchell, you're third place. I was like, oh my God, Nini
That
might beat her in this
shocked me.
lip sync. I was like, Jesus Christ, help us all.
Yeah, that shocked me when I heard that. Either way it went, I was still anxious because I was like, okay, Darlene has been like one of like the fan favorites. So then I was nervous. I was like, does Ru just like kind of take over fan favoritism and just like give Darlene number one because everybody loves how kooky and quirky she is? Which here's my thing is like, I personally, I know you didn't, but I actually started to fall in love with Darlene. I liked her comedic style. I didn't like how Ru was just giving her wins for doing the challenges wrong, but because she was so funny, she got like the wins or she got to be top or safe. There's a couple of things that I was like, no, she definitely should have lip synced for that, but I'm not the judge. So, but like as the season progressed, I did find her quirky and funny and cute, and her like weird little, she's like the American, like, and I mean this in the like the best way possible. It's like a cute little American trash girly. Like, I mean, her name was Trash.
I think you're probably
Trash can?
correct. Just trash.
Just Trash. Her original name was Trash.
Which I think that fully aligns with who she is for like her style. So it works for her.
It
Clearly
works
it
for
comes
her.
across, but
It is really and she can do that camp really, really well. And do I think that it should have defeated a Vita or a Mia or a Kenya or Athena? No. But
well, let's get into all that, because if you had to describe this season in one word, what would you choose? Because I'm going interesting. I was never not entertained, even when I was pissed off, but it was interesting to say the least. I enjoyed it overall, but it's weird to have so many, and I think that's on me and seeing all the seasons of the show saying like, oh, these people have the strongest personalities, so I'm expecting them to do the best. And then they all started falling. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So interesting is what I'm going with. What about you?
I would say shocking. I was shocked. I don't know how to feel about this season. I don't, because like ultimately the winner that was supposed to win won, but, and it's a big but, there, I mean, was pretty strong evidence and rumors that Ru would set up a challenge for a specific person to fail. And some of the evidence was damning. So, there were things that I was like, I don't think that person should have gone home right now, but Ru had them go home. And it's like, I just hope they find an even balance where it's like, you can't please everyone though, and I get that. But at the same time, I just feel like there should have been a better way of like the elimination than like what we saw this season, because I feel like she eliminated such heavy-handed players like off bat, like great players really quickly were going home, and I disagreed with them. And like, I'm so sorry, but when Juicy lip synced like 3-4 times in a row and did the same exact thing every single time, like we didn't just see this the week before, was starting to piss me off. And then like to show that it was like choreographed dances from Slave for You by Britney Spears and another, what was the Beyonce song that they copied it off? Single Ladies. So it's like when you're now also seeing that like not only are their lip syncs the same every single week, but then to know that like she's just pulling choreographs from other artists and then adding a back handspring into the splits and calling it hers, like it pissed me off. Because I'm like, this shouldn't have saved her 3 times in a row when it's the same exact thing. Like, great, you impressed a new judge every time. And I'm sure in her shows, fire. And I'm sure like if we ever get a chance to go to the show, fire. Like, I would love that for like sitting down and enjoying a drag show. That is what I'm going to see. So she nails that. But on Drag Race, you have to learn how to like which, well, apparently not because Ru let her go through anyways. But you just have to learn how to adapt and like switch up the style based on the song and not just do the same thing because that's what you're known for. Like, I don't know. There's pros and cons to everything. And this is just my opinions and how I feel. I feel very strongly about them though.
I too have strong opinions about everything. If we're giving out grades, which I'm going to ask you, I would go like a B plus. I think casting was strong, and I think that's what I really enjoyed because there's a good amount of queens that I actually like followed after the show, and I was like, I really like y'all. I enjoyed people during Meet the Queens and just throughout the season, so that's why I'm like, I really want to say casting was strong, which is what made it so
Yeah.
weird when the strong people were getting eliminated.
Ugh.
So that just shows that, they pick some really good people, which I appreciate. I do like it. I like an entertaining season.
Yeah.
Challenges were very fun. I wish we got a top 4 verse challenge instead of the improv, but
Yeah.
I don't run the show. I feel like the show is very produced, and I just love it when a competition show is just a competition as
Right.
opposed to the reality part. But they got to do their thing. They got jobs. They got to put food on the table, and they're trying to win an Emmy. So what are you gonna do? But runways are really good, and y'all know I don't care about a runway. But hey,
Oh, I love the runways. It's like one of my favorite parts.
I mean, I like runways, but I can do without. I mean, not without, but
Wow.
not fully without. But I'm just like, unless it's the design challenge, I don't care. But I don't love a
What?
design challenge, so
What?
yeah,
I think they're so fun.
yeah, I guess. But then the judging, for the most part, I would say was fair, but for the most part. But Michelle Visage has gone soft. She used to drag you out back by the hairs on your chinny chin chin and put you down with a shotgun, but now she's just letting stuff slide. What happened, mama? We used to stand for something here on RuPaul Drag Race. What the hell is this? The hell is this? But like you said, like with Juicy, she would do the same back handspring lit, and then Darlene with these shoes, and it's just like, oh no, I hate those shoes. Michelle Visage she used to be like, I hate that. Don't ever do it again. She wouldn't, ain't nothing was funny, but now it's all cutesy. But hey, I don't know. She in her age, she's just gotten soft.
In her
so
age is crazy.
That's
crazy.
She's gotten old. That's what happens.
Crazy.
Is she
not
not?
to double down.
What do you want me to say?
Anything
we make
but
jokes
that.
about RuPaul getting old every season. Michelle's right there with her. That's her best friend. She been here well, not the whole time, but like she was on the RuPaul show back in the day. So like
back in the day,
as she has aged wonderfully because Michelle looks great.
They both look great.
She's gotten soft on these girls.
She has gotten a little soft on the girls.
So hey,
I mean, maybe that is though like because I know that like in the past she's gone a little too hard on the girls. And then it's called like bad blood. It caused like bad blood. So maybe just for like the sake of keeping everything like cordial with the girlies, she's probably a little bit more soft on them. So I could definitely see that. But I would give like we're grading the season as a whole.
Yeah, as a whole. I said B plus.
I'd say a B.
It wasn't a bad season. I've seen bad seasons. Like some people love season 7 for some reason. It's not good for me. The entire time I was like, this is not a good season. But what do I know? But overall, like I said, it was a good season. Like I enjoyed watching it. This was our very first time watching a season in real time without already being spoiled and knowing who the winner was.
Yep.
So it was exciting for us. So I enjoyed it. I'm not going to complain. My winner won, so I'll take it. But all right.
Okay, tune your own horn here. Do you want what?
What were you gonna say?
You want to know why I gave it a B? You just kind of jumped into your stuff.
Well, I just came in, but yeah, why'd you give it a B?
I gave it a B because I was less than thrilled with how I think mostly it was like the judging. I didn't agree with a lot of the judging, and it was stressing me out and it was pissing me off. But again, other people who wanted other people in certain positions probably totally agreed with the judging. So it's just my personal feelings towards it. I felt mostly like, for example, somebody called out that the challenge that Jane Don't lost at was like set up for her to fail. Because then at that point they knew she wasn't going to be Drag Race's winner. So it was like when you do improv, it's like a yes and
Yes.
immediately everything got shut down for her constantly, constantly, constantly. So she had nowhere to improv when everything was being shut down. Her goal was to get on the plane, doors closed, plane's gone. It was the doors closed 3 times, and then after she said, "I don't know what to tell you," the plane left. Where are you supposed to go then if your improv is that you're supposed to get on the plane?
Listen, we've had this conversation off the podcast. I told you I do see how that is
Ugh.
hard to shut you down in the moment, especially you're improving with
So if
RuPaul.
you're supposed to improv with somebody and your goal is to get on that plane,
Yeah.
and they say, "Well, the plane left,"
You tell that
where do you go?
you tell that pilot to bust a U-turn, get back down here. That's the way I would run it, and then we're going from there.
Ugh.
Like, you're telling me no, I'm telling you no.
But you've had all this time to plan this now.
Oh no, that I had things that I would have done in the moment, but that's just me and the way that I think. I think, like I said, improvising with RuPaul can't be easy. So
No.
I understand Jane getting like shut down like that. But at the same time, if we're going, my production hat is on, I feel like they were like, Jane is so strong, but her storyline does not make for a
Who
winner.
cares? Who cares?
Well, like I said, they have jobs. They're trying to do this stuff, produce a TV show. They got a Nini to win. But like, for me, I do think the person who's doing the best should win.
Yeah.
And she was doing the best, but I didn't feel connected to her.
Then,
So
like,
that's why.
Juicy's was so easy because they know she's not strong in this stuff, but they wanted to carry her through. Juicy's was literally, RuPaul was parked in a parking spot that she claimed was typically her parking spot. That's so simple. Like, you're sitting there, clearly you're in my parking spot, so now I get to riff back and forth about my parking spot because you're in my parking spot. It's not like Ru left the parking spot and then was like, well, there it is. It's open for you now. Here's your parking spot. What do you have to complain about? That's the same thing with Jane. Well, the plane left. What do you have to complain about? You know what I'm saying?
I hear what
She
you're
made
saying,
it
Mary.
so hard because I feel like the standard for Juicy and then the standard for Jane is 2 totally different standards. And so I felt like the whole season, things like that were happening where she was like putting the queens' standards above other queens, where it was like the lesser strong queens were able to get more chances. And then the super strong queens, the minute they slipped up and they were gone, they were done.
Tell me how you really feel.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
This was a nice little conversation.
Sorry, but so I just have very, very big feelings about it. That those specific things frustrated me, but it was still a great season. A lot of great girls, like you said. Like, I think this is the most girls that I have followed from a season. Like, during and after watching it, like, I think this is the most set of girls that like I've actually like followed from like one specific season and that I really enjoyed.
Same. But speaking of all the queens that we followed, about 5 months ago, we tried to be Raven Simone. So let's take it back to our Meet the Queens predictions and see how we did. This is what you were supposed to make. Here's what you did. I'll go first. My number 1 was Kenya Pleaser. It was in the bottom, very first episode. Very first episode. Vita VonTesse Starr. She could have won the first episode,
Man.
but hey, what are you going to do? Athena Dion, Mother, love her.
Love her.
Topped real fast.
Ugh.
Not like real fast, but like halfway, but I thought she was making it to the top.
Same.
Jane Dones. Also someone very strong, but what are you going to do? And then my number 5, the winner, Myki Meeks. So
You called it.
I will say, out of these 5, all 5 that I picked were very strong girls. A lot of big personalities here. So I did pick a lot of heavy hitters.
Yeah, you did.
Now you picked heavy hitters.
I did.
You did. You did good.
I picked
These are all good people. You just happen to
These are
also
good people.
pick one of them who was the pork
the pork
chop.
chop. I did. My number 1 was Mia Starr. I definitely thought that she was at least going to be like top 5. At least, I mean, this is my top 5, so I thought like, hi Kitty. I definitely was shocked with Mia. And then my number 2, Kenya Pleaser. And then number 3 was Vita VonTesse Starr. Number 4, Nini Coco. So one of my top 5s did make it into the final 2. But after watching like the first couple episodes, I was like, I did want to see more of her personality because like I feel like what we did see wasn't the best light of her. So I'm like, baby girl, let's get more sides to you, sweetie. Like let's
you know, her storyline was she's this big bad wolf coming in and like really raining on the parade. But
Yeah.
overall, I think she's probably a very fun queen.
I am sure that she is, because like the moments that you did see her be sweet, she was sweet. So I'm like,
Yeah. I loved her talent show, and
yeah,
she won Snatch Game. I wouldn't have had her win, but I
I
think
would
she
not
did a
have,
very good
but she did
job.
a great
So
job. So I'm like, she's still a good queen. I can't knock her for her talent. And then number 5, Didi Fuego, my girl, my baby,
the odds.
honey. Let me hold your hand when I say this. I was rooting for you, and I still am. And I'm so sorry what happened to you. I wanted to see more of what you had, to the point that I wanted you in my top 5. So
She was a lot of fun. I
she's
just
so
think
fun. And then
I don't.
I followed her on Instagram, and I watched like all her stories of like, or her posts of like all the outfits that she would have worn for the episode. I'm like, this is so good. Like, I like this more than what some of the other girls was wearing. I was like, what the heck?
That's the way the show works.
It was killing me. I would see her outfits and I'd be like, this is so good. I need to see this right now on the show. So that was my top 5. So we both ended up having one of our top 5 as final 2. So we know how to pick them.
Yeah.
You know, we can pick them. So
Well, I mean, looking at the show, nobody that we picked was like just in the middle. They were either really strong or they just happened to be the pork chop. But I think Didi has like a lot of great personality, so I can see why you picked her in your
she's
top
got
5.
a wonderful personality.
She does. I went
She
back
does have a
and
great personality.
online, people were posting some of the like promo stuff that they did when they were like doing the press tour for the show,
Yeah.
and she was spoiling everything. There was an interview where they were like, Myki, what are you bringing to the season? She's like, Mikey's going to be the next America's Drag Superstar. And all the girls are like, oh my God. So,
I didn't
Didi,
hear
whatever,
any of
man.
those. Wait, that's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Especially like as the pork chop, she's like, I don't care what y'all going to do to me. I already got eliminated.
She would have got eliminated, so what does she care for? I wouldn't care either.
But no, she should come back to All Stars. She'll be fun.
She would be so fun in an All-Stars. She needs her chance, her redeeming moments.
Good God. All right. Speaking of All Stars, who do we think is built for All Stars? So if you had to pick one queen from the season that you think could actually win All Stars, who would it be?
Oh gosh, I have to go through my Rolodex of the queens, all of the queens. Thank you.
Rolodex.
Yeah, no, I got that. One? I can only pick one?
Only one.
Vita.
Vita. Really?
I want Vita back.
I mean, you can want her back, but do you think she's going to win All Stars?
I think she could win an All.
I
Do you
don't
not think she could win an All
All-Stars.
Stars?
No.
Wow. What do
No.
you think?
Jane don't.
Yeah, that is true.
Because I told you, Adriana, and like everybody that we talked to this about, like, I really did like Jane Doe. I think she is such a very good queen.
Yeah, she's great.
But I didn't feel connected to her until she got eliminated. And then I was like, now I'm rooting for you. If you choose to come back to All Stars, you don't have to. Not everybody does. But if she comes back for All Stars, I would actually be rooting for her to win. So there's a much better storyline for her than to be the girl who like did stupid well the entire season. So
yeah, I could see Jane don't. But yeah, I'm like, hey, like Vita.
I like Vita. I like Vita a lot. You know, I did follow her, and I think she is so strong. I don't think she's good at the parts of Drag Race that matter the most. So she's
like what, like the comedy stuff?
The comedy stuff, some acting stuff, lip syncing. So that's why I'm like, all the really strong parts of the show, I don't think she's good at. But I think she's a lovely person, and I think she has great gowns, beautiful gowns. But besides that, that's where I'm like, I don't think you could win the entire thing. So if she comes back and she is funny as hell and she has so much charisma and personality, then absolutely she could win.
I liked her lip syncs personally.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
That makes one of us, because that first one when she lost to Nini Coco, I was like, she absolutely lost.
Okay, but also, what room do you have in that tight dress to do a lip sync like that?
I will say, at that point, nobody knew they were lip syncing for the win in these things that I just made out of this unconventional material. So, like, that I give her a pass for. But when she lost her lip sync, that wasn't good. And then when she was in the Lollapalooza, I was like, I think she first, no, it wasn't first, because I forget who she lip synced against first, but she did beat them. But I was like, it wasn't by that much. And then she did Mia Starr. Why she chose Mia
Why she
Starr,
chose
I
Mia
don't
Starr,
know.
I will never
Especially like you
understand.
just went back to back. You think you're gonna beat Mia Starr while you out of breath? Ain't no way.
Yeah, that one was hard. That was a rough one. They kept getting their name called right after they lip sync. Like every single girl after they would lip sync and like get tired, all of a sudden, boom, you're dancing again. And I'm like, oh my
Crazy.
God.
Now, if you had to choose a favorite episode, which one would it be?
How am I supposed to remember all of the episodes? I'm not like you. I don't have a great memory. I'm a
You don't have.
goldfish.
You are a goldfish. So,
Okay.
out of all the challenges, we have like the improvs, we have talent show, we have Rusical, we have roast, we have Lollapalooza. These episodes, the heavy hitters, any of those stand out to you? Give her a second. She got to find it.
I'm finding it. You go first.
Okay, so for me, I love a musical. The musical theater kid in me loves a
Those are my
musical.
least
So
favorite.
I don't know how those are your least favorites. I look forward to that episode every season, and for the most part, it's really strong. I think last year, the year before that, and this year, they've just been so good. And I know she hates a musical, but
I don't
this
hate a
she
musical.
hates a musical.
I just
Lin-Manuel Miranda found dead.
what? I just don't particularly like.
The theater.
Not that I don't like the theater. I was talking to a client the other day and I was realizing it's not that I don't like musicals. I like a good musical, but like for me, those are personally few and far between. Like, I.
She just shitted on all you musical theater people. Audra
Sorry.
McDonald found dead. Oh my God.
Sorry.
She said you musical theater people could never entertain me.
I'm so sorry. Like, you had me sit through Hamilton.
Hamilton is very good.
And
They're going to shut us down.
it is so good. It is so, so good. But I've seen it once and I'm okay. I got it. I saw it. I'm good.
For me, I don't think most musicals you need to see more than once unless it really connects with you. So for me, Shrek the Musical, I see it all the time before they took it off of Netflix. Netflix, you bitch. I ain't forgot about y'all. But yes.
See, and I saw Shrek the Musical once. I saw it once. I am good.
Sutton Foster, I will never say a bad word about you.
Saw like majority of musicals I'll see once and I'm happy to never see it again. Like
she ain't got that dog in her.
I watched Wicked. I watched Wicked 2 for good. Both fantastic, gorgeous. Those I might watch again because those are really good. But I probably won't.
They're also movies. The movie adaptation is different.
I saw the movie
theater.
adaptation because the movies because I like it, I think, in movie form better. So that's where I lie with musicals. So like watching the musicals, they're still a lot of fun. I do enjoy them and I have a lot of fun with them. But like I'm not like looking forward to a musical.
That's only her.
Sorry.
Musicals, I normally hate a Lollapalooza. This one was so much fun.
This one was fun.
I had so much fun. I think Cha Cha Bitch was so good. I will say
Peanut
butter.
That one was fun.
Like, I hate that Juicy got to skip a bunch of rounds, but
Bruh. Okay, also, thank you for bringing that up.
Juicy, I am so sorry. I did not mean to put you in Rachel's crosshairs today.
Man, again, I love Juicy. She's fantastic. Was she ready for a show like this? Probably not to rank number 4. But again, the fact that we have never seen a Lollapalooza set up like this ever, and then the minute Juicy was top 4 and then was eliminated, all of a sudden, Ru decides to switch it up and go, oh, we're going to have these queens battle it out who lost first, second, and then Juicy gets to sit through and wait and then do 2 rounds. Mia deserved that win. Mia, you deserved that win, girl. Because the fact that Mia went through and crushed everyone, and then all Juicy had to do was take a sip of water in between people and then lip sync again, pissed me off.
Listen, I understand the way they set it up. I get it. They were like, I'm saying I get it. I get it. I didn't say I liked it. I get it. But I just think it could have been better the way it was done, because it's just like you have one of the lip sync assassins just skipping rounds. And because Mia Starr was eliminated, when she was eliminated, she has to go through everybody. At that same time, RuPaul, open your purse. You have the money. Do a double win for She Didn't Know How to Had Hers. It don't matter. Nobody's going to care. Give them both $50,000 because I know you got it. So that's why I think, yes, Mia Starr going through 4 lip syncs, she absolutely deserved to walk away with something. Jane Don't, thank you for your service in putting together 2 great lip syncs with Sissy That Walk and then also Cha Cha Bitch. You did the Lord's work. I really appreciated both of those. Those were both so hilarious. And you also allowed that to set up Peanut Butter. Like, somebody get Jane Doe in the production room, because she is running this thing and I love it.
Honestly, though.
So yeah, this has been a great season. I really loved it. We have All Stars 11 in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we got some good stuff coming up, but all hearts clear. Want to take Juicy out back and put her down with a shotgun?
No, I do love Juicy, but it's not that I am knocking on Juicy. It's just that I know where the other girls were in their, like, because like you said, it comes down to like personality, like following a story. Juicy also was one of those queens that just didn't have a lot of like story behind her, to her, with her. So it's like hard when you see all these other heavy hitters in front of her, and then like next thing you know, they're going home. And so it's not that like I hate on Juicy. I think she's an amazing, talented drag queen. It's just that I'm seeing the girls that were sent home that I didn't agree with, that should have been sent home at the time they were sent home. And so it's more so like, I don't mean to compare, but it is kind of like a comparison. Like, just seeing what went home versus what's still left was just upsetting. Like, and I'm like, I feel like she's just a baby queen who needed more growth, more fluff in her wings, just a little bit more to block the wind, There were holes poking through those little wings. So
what do you mean? I loved when she walked on the main stage with a fitted sheet. Listen, I don't run things over here. All I can do is watch the show and talk about it on my podcast.
Beautiful. It was a sheet, y'all. She took it off her blanket and strapped it to some arm cuffs. If that's fashion, then sign me up.
I'm Miranda Priestley.
Dude, man, what? Yeah. And also...
And another thing, Juicy.
No, not Juicy. And also, I'm just saying, I am also not getting on musicals. Musicals are beautiful. They're a wonderful thing. They're just not my thing. And that's okay. And it is crazy because I sing, but I'm not crazy about musicals. It's not that they're not good. It's just that I personally, like, I think they're nice to watch. I've seen a few. I watched them and I think, okay, cool. That's nice. Like, they're very talented artists, very talented the way they can control their voices and do like characters and move their voice to do that character. Totally fine. It's awesome. But it's just something that, like, if I'm going to sit down and I want to watch something, or if I want to do something, a musical is not one of the top things on my list that I want to go do.
I just want you to know that if I'm God writing our storyline, we're now raising a Broadway superstar. I just want you to know that.
And if we raise a Broadway superstar, I will be at every single show in the front row cheering them on, for sure. And then maybe that's what will change my mind about.
Maybe that's what it takes.
Maybe that's what it's going to take, is we're going to have a little Broadway star and my mind's going to change forever.
Look at God. Won't he do it?
Change for the better. Because I knew you. See, I know musicals.
Again, the movie. All hearts are clear. Y'all, this has been a fun season of RuPaul's Drag Race. Like I said, it was our first time.
I'm sorry.
Monet Exchange, I am so sorry for laughing at every time Bob the Drag Queen makes fun of the way you say things. I get it now. I'm so sorry.
It's me and you, Bob.
Jesus Christ. But congrats to all queens involved. You should be very proud of yourselves.
Yes.
Thank you all so much for bringing some joy into our lives these past few months. I heard it. I heard it. These past few months. Leave me alone. I'm no country boy. We wish you all nothing but the best in the rest of your careers. All Stars 11 starts May 8th, and we're ready for some more Drag Race throughout the summer. Got to get through this before I say one more thing. She's going to make fun of me again. If you've enjoyed this episode or any episode, please share with your friends because it really makes a difference. We're growing and we want to take this podcast everywhere. We're trying to be on these red carpets at these events and stuff. So MTV, Paramount Plus, RuPaul's Drag Race, somebody call us.
We're reviewing for you. We're doing your job. Okay?
So give us a call. While we're at it, if you have it in your means, please donate to our IVF and surrogacy GoFundMe. The link is in the description and in our bios. As always, if you can't donate, shows are always powerful and welcome. So are likes and comments. And remember, tell us who you're rooting for this season and who you want to see again. Rachel, where can the people find you?
The people can find me on Instagram at rosegold_Ray. That's RAE. And then you can also find my TikTok. It is rosegoldray with no underscore. You can also follow my nail page. Wha-bam! You can follow my nail page, and it is Nails by Rachel W. That's RACHAEL. Marvin, where can the people find you?
You guys can follow me on Instagram at my personal account, Marvin_Martian10. Martian is spelled MARTIAN. Make sure you guys follow the podcast on both Instagram and TikTok at Meant to Be Pod. That's MEANT2 BEPOD. And of course, email us at meanttobepod@gmail.com. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. I don't even know what the topic's going to be. I have fallen behind, guys. Work has gotten crazy. I'm trying to get promoted. I got a lot of stuff going on over here. We got these babies we're trying to get together. So I am flying by the seat of my pants, but I swear to God, in 2 weeks, there's going to be some episode. So until then, keep it real. Keep it kind. See ya.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Oh my God.
Goodbye, everybody. Bye.